All right, good morning, all, and trust your night was okay. As we expect disbursement, don't forget we are still expecting disbursement this week, and according to promise, it could start any moment from now. Pay attention to this latest information regarding disbursement. Make sure you share this video so that people can also be informed what is happening in the grant ecosystem. We must unite, we must join our hands together, we must join our faith together. We are not giving up until disbursement finally take place. Subscribe to the update and share this information again. Have a great day and bye for now.
You're trusting God for what you are expecting. Uh, I don't really have much to say today. It's obvious, no longer a news that we are all waiting, that we are all waiting for the grand finale, we are all waiting for the real thing, which is the grand disbursements. Grand community is on high tension, it's tensed, and everybody expectation is very, very high. Now, this week, uh, so therefore, I just decided to come on here to come and talk to you without having much to say, just to give you some piece of advice while we are waiting for grant disbursement. I decided to come on here to give you a piece of advice as regarding what you're expected to be doing or what you're expected to do as subscribers. So therefore, if you subscribe to all of these grants or any of these grants at all, here is what you are expected to do. While we are waiting, while we are waiting for the final approval of the IMF disbursement, because as it stands, it's obvious that it's IMF that is in charge and in control of the affair of grant disbursement in Nigeria. It is IMF. IMF that will be disbursing the grant. So we are expecting the IMF to do the needful. But while we are waiting for their final approval of the IMF to disburse the grants to all subscribers in Nigeria, here is what you are expected to do as subscribers. If you happen to subscribe to any of the grants we are expecting, here is what I I consider very important, very essential for you to do while waiting, because you can't just be waiting, folding your hands and be waiting for the IMF to disburse the money we're expecting to Nigerians while doing nothing. You have to be proactive. You have to think ahead and act very fast before the expected grant disbursement happen, so that you are not caught unaware and you start biting your fingers in regret, saying I die know. So this is what you're supposed to do. It's a piece of advice from me. It's not from anybody or from anywhere. I just did me fit. I thought about it and I did me fit to come on here to talk to you, especially those of you that are subscribers here, and to anyone that decide to follow suit or to do that is expecting disbursements. All right, so this is what you're supposed to do. This is what I think that you should be doing as subscribers to grants, or to any of these grants, to all the grants in Nigeria. So while we are waiting, I would advise you go, you get close to your NGO, engage your NGO, your various NGOs, engage your NGOs to be sure, to be double sure, or to ascertain your membership, your registration, your submission, the submission of data is intact, because a whole lot has happened and a lot is still happening, among the NGOs. Based on the information getting to me, many NGOs or some NGOs are sub changing, changing datas and replacing some datas, changing datas and replacing datas, replacing people's data, changing it to other people. They are just changing people, all right, changing people's data. Okay, so therefore, this prompts me, or give me a strong urge to come and talk to us today concerning this matter, because we are the dying minute, as in we are in a very, very delicate moment right now. We are very, very close to it, and I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary to talk to you so that you be proactive, so that you start acting wisely in that regard. All right. This is not to instigate some kind of unpleasant attitude, or this is not to instigate you against your various NGOs or NGO CEOs. No, it's not about fighting, it's not about quarreling or making trouble with them. Get close to them. I mean, it's just a piece of advice, a piece of admonition that I just had the urge in my spirit. I had the urge in my mind, in my spirit, to advise all subscribers of grants. Probably must have submitted your data to one or two of various NGOs. This is a time for you. These 9 minutes now. Uh, this is like an injury time now, or injury period now. Use it. Use this opportunity rather than sitting down, folding your arms, and expecting this grant to be disbursed to you, not knowing that you by the time this grant is disbursed, huh, you might be found wanting. You might not be anywhere, or you might not be in those places you think or you have been thinking you are. All right. So this is the reason why it's very, very important that you do this. You act on this advice I'm giving you now. Start contacting your NGO CEOs, or the various NGOs that you must have submitted your data. You registered through, like those people that registered, the people that registered through me. All right. Though I have a group that I added all of them, so there is no problem in them contacting me because I update them in that group from time to time, so they are carried along. They are also in this on this channel, and also in the group that I created for them, so they are all together. So getting update from me from time to time, so they don't lack. They are not malnourished. They are not malnourished at all as far as disbursement update is concerned. All right. So I would like some of you here that subscribe to any of these grants or all the grants in Nigeria, rather than folding your arms and expecting grants to be disbursed to you, whereas your data has been changed from the NGO you submitted it to. So, I mean, this is the latest thing now. This is the trend. This is what is going on now. So I just decided to come on here today to talk to you, to be proactive, act fast and act in advance, be at the top, be on top of the game, by not relaxing and folding your arms and expecting this money to be disbursed to you. Whereas at the end of the day, when this grant is disbursed, you might be disappointed. So in order for this not to happen, I will advise you, encourage you to start getting close to your NGO. Start getting close to your NGO. Start contacting the CEOs, your NGO CEOs, or the officials, the top officials that are there, the ESCOs. If you have their contacts, start contacting them and start finding your way around, the latest or the current information in those NGOs, to be able to get closer to those officials, the officials that in the NGO, if not the CEO himself or herself, at least the officials, the ESCOs that are working with the CEO in that NGO. Start getting close to them, contacting them and inquiring from them. Be friendly with them, to inquire from them in order for you to know what is happening in that NGO. So as for you, so to enable you know whether your details are still intact, because a lot is going on now from several NGOs. A lot is going on. Some of the data you submitted have been changed. Some people data have been subchanged. Okay, and it's very unfortunate that is where we find ourselves, but that is what is happening now. So take this piece of advice and act on it. Don't jettison it and just relax and believe, oh, you are good to go. Your details have been submitted to NGOs and all that. So at the end of the day, you'll be disappointed when this money is disbursed. Who knows whether that's even the reason why the delays, God is allowing all this delay to happen in order for you to be able to to do the needful, to check up with your NGOs wherever you must have submitted your data. All right. And to those of you, and that is for that, about that, and I want you to start acting on it fast, beginning from today, this moment. Start acting on it, start getting close to your NGO CEOs or any of the officials that you have the contacts uh, from the NGO, any of the officials that you know, or you happen to have the contact. You are fortunate if you are fortunate or privileged to have the contact of your CEO, of your NGO, or any of the officials or the ESCOs. All well and good. That is good luck for you. So start contacting them and start, be friendly. Being friendly with them is not by quarreling or making trouble. No, being friendly with them in order to enable you get, vital information as to what is happening in that NGO, so that you'll be able to inquire to know whether there is any change or any reason for you to resubmit your data. Just ask them questions, that kind of a thing. That do I need to resubmit my data? Are you sure I just want to be sure or to ascertain that my data and my family data are intact. So to those of you that register yourself and your family, submit your details and your family details to NGOs, you are very that's the right thing to do. You are very lucky, and that is what you should do. Don't just submit your data or register yourself alone. It's very, very wise of you to register yourself and all your family members, submit their data, and so that you can all get, by the time you put the funds together, it will make a whole lot of sense. It will make sense a lot. Okay. Because why I believe this is important is because of the information I'm still getting. I've gotten the information before. I've gotten it before. I heard about it before, and I shared it with us here about the fact that the expected bundles, the expected bundle head or cluster heads is no longer applicable. You know, this has been confirmed to be from the UAAG. It has nothing to do with Yoba Global Foundation or any other grants or any other grant handlers. This information got to me again, that I don't know how real it is or how true it is, but I don't really want to dwell on that. I don't really want us to I don't want us to take it hook, line, and sinker and to believe it. All right. But that is notwithstanding, even if, whether it is true or not, or that is how it's going to be or not, I still want us to be wise and smart, to act wisely or smartly. Uh, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that, should in case this piece of information happen to be real, or happen to be real at the end of the day, all right, you shouldn't be caught unaware. All right, by the time you have done what you're supposed to do, the necessary things that you're supposed to do, even though it end up being like that, or it finally happened to be true, the information of whether bundle heads or cluster heads are no longer applicable in terms of disbursement, meaning that everyone will be considered as beneficiary. Everyone will be beneficiary. There won't be any special allotment of a special disbursement um, to cluster heads or bundle heads. Everybody will be considered beneficiary, meaning that all disbursement will be equal to everybody, whether you are bundle head or cluster head. This information might not be real, it might not be true, that might not be how it is or how it will happen, but that is notwithstanding, I still advise us to act accordingly, to act wise, to use it as a piece of information, as a piece of advice, should in case it end up happening like that. So, what is going to happen if you have not submitted your data in several NGOs, but to those of you that are registered through different NGOs, submitted your data through different NGOs, like 7, 10 or more NGOs, submitted your data there, this will not this shouldn't be a problem to, even though at the end of the day it happens to be that there is nothing like there's nothing like bundle head or cluster heads again. At least for the fact that you have submitted your data or registered with several NGOs in Grand Community, you have your take home. Your take home will be awesome. It will be good enough for you to do whatever you want to do. But if you are the type that you have not submitted, that you are not active enough to submit your data to several NGOs, and at the end of the day, it happens that there is nothing like a bundle S or cluster, and everybody is considered beneficiary, meaning that you are going to get the money, you are going to get disbursement of beneficiary. That is a tough luck for you. That's a tough luck for you. But there's still time. If God have mercy on you, you still happen to be privileged, or you're opportune to see some NGOs or to get an information about any NGOs that still allowing data submission for beneficiary. That's good for you. That's good luck for you. Better submit your data, your family member data, in such with such NGO, so that it can be carried along. So that is just a piece of advice that I decided to come on here today to talk to you about. Be active, be proactive, think fast ahead of time, and act fast. Now that we're expecting disbursement from IMF, it's no longer a news that is IMF that will disburse these funds to that is IMF that we're expecting a disbursement from IMF. It's IMF that will disburse this grant to us in Nigeria. So take advantage of this free time or this free period that we are waiting disbursement. Take advantage of this time now that the grant is yet to be disbursed, to start getting along with your NGO, start getting close to your NGO, contacting your NGO CEOs or any of the officials that you happen to have the contact. In case if such NGO does not really create a group for the subscribers, like I did to all the subscribers in my NGO, they are all added in a group. All right. So, in case you don't have such opportunity with NGOs you submitted your data with, or the NGO you registered through, all right, but start contacting them. Look for a means now. Look for a means beginning from today. Look for a means. Look for a means to get close to your NGOs or any of the officials or the head schools in your NGOs where you submitted your data, in order for you to find out the current things, the current activities, the latest things that is happening in that NGO, so that you'll be able to know whether there is a change of routine or activities. Because the information getting to me now is that some NGOs are changing. Some are even changed already. Some have done it already before now, and some are still doing it right now as we speak. While we are expecting disbursement from IMF, some are busy doing that. That's what they are doing now. Changing the data, collating a new data for themselves, for the purpose, for the reason best known to them. I don't know why, but this is the information that got to me. So I decided to come on here as usual to talk to you,